One day I was coming home after going out for groceries. I live in a brand new building with a nice view to a river. As I enter the building, I go directly to the elevator. I live on the 10th floor, so I never take the stairs. When I enter the elevator, I press the button to close the door. Immediately after the doors closed, the entire elevator started shaking. I thought it was an earthquake. While it shook, I managed to see the digital floor number indicator, and the numbers were running in a loop. The entire experience was very fast, but it felt like it was taking much more time than it actually did. Then it stopped. After a few seconds of silence, the elevator started going up. I was a little shaken up by the experience, but I just brushed it off. As I am passing floor 6, and just before reaching 7, the elevator stops in between floors. There was no shaking this time, but it was a sudden stop. I waited for a few seconds. I'm not claustrophobic, but I was feeling very uncomfortable with this situation. I decided to press the intercom button and ask for help from the building manager. A few seconds passed and I could hear the manager. He said,
"Hello, I see that the elevator stopped when reaching the 7th floor. Are you alright?"
"Yes, I'm fine. But what's the problem with the elevator?"
"I don't know yet, but I'll check. The power is obviously on and the other elevator is working normally."
"Okay, thank you." I waited for the manager to solve the problem, or at least let me know what was going on. It was just taking so much time. I took my phone out to call my boyfriend and tell him what was happening, but I had no signal. Go figure. That's when I heard the manager's voice through the intercom.
"Hello, miss. I've checked the elevator's cables and engine and everything is fine. Still don't know what's causing this."
"How can everything be fine if I'm stuck here?" I asked. I was getting angry at this point. Why the hell do we have a building manager if he can't solve the building's problems? Then from the intercom, in a very creepy low-toned voice,
"Don't get angry, Angela. It makes you look older."
I felt a huge shock. I forgot about the CCTV cameras. I looked up and there it was. He could see me. What the hell? Just unlock the elevator so I can get home.
"Wait, Angela. Everything in due time. We are gonna have some fun."
I was now in total panic mode, and I was screaming at the intercom for the guy to just let me out. It felt like the elevator was getting smaller and smaller, and I had no control in the situation. I was trapped.
"So, Angela, we'll play a game. You need to find out who I am. I'll give you 3 chances for you to guess. If by the 3rd chance you still don't know who I am, I'll let the elevator go on free fall. Do you understand the rules?"
I started cursing at the intercom. Could this be real? He wanted to play games. Who the hell was this freak?
"Come on, Angela. What did I say about getting angry? Now, let's start the game. Please say yes if you're ready to start."
I had no other choice. I had to play this sick game. So I said yes.
Good. That's how I like it. So, I'll give you 3 chances, like I said. You can take your time. I'm very patient.
I tried to calm myself down. I needed a clear mind to try and solve this. I had no idea who this man could be. All this time I thought it was the building manager. But now I wasn't sure. It wouldn't make any sense. It would just be too obvious. But I needed to make sure it wasn't him. The building manager's name was Collins, an old sweet man that I had crossed paths with many times before. He never sounded like this, but then again, people can surprise us. So I tried his name. "Are you Mr. Collins?" The voice from the intercom said.
"Wrong!"
As he said this, the elevator shook again, and the guy said immediately after,
"Don't be afraid. I won't let you fall for now."
I wanted to cry so much, but I couldn't. Had to keep my focus. I needed to find out who the hell this freak was. The building manager was out, so I started thinking about friends and co-workers. But none of these people made sense. I had no enemies. Never had any stalkers in my life. I always lived quietly in my corner. Who could it be? Then I remembered the weird guy that works with me. The guy that is always asking if we're okay around the office, trying to hit on every girl there. Could it be him? I had to try. His name was James, so I said it out loud.
Wrong. Really? James, your coworker? You have one more chance, sweetie.
I'd run out of ideas. I had no clue who this person was. This was just a sick game. I sat down, started crying. Couldn't hold it. Then the guy spoke again and said,
"Oh, don't cry. You still have one more chance. Choose wisely."
Just when I thought there'd be no hope, I heard sirens. I started screaming for help. It was a long shot for anyone to hear me, but I had to try. The guy wasn't speaking anymore. And after a few minutes, the elevator started going down at normal speed. When I reached the first floor, I was greeted by a police officer that asked me if I was okay. The officers explained to me what had happened. When the elevator got stuck, it activated a security alarm that was connected to the company that designed it. They tried to contact the building manager, but no one was answering. So they sent a technician. When he arrived at the building, he went to the maintenance room. But before he arrived there, he saw Mr. Collins, the building manager, dead in the hallway. So he immediately called the cops. When the cops arrived, they searched the building. And inside the maintenance room, they found the janitor. Bob was his name. He was the man responsible for the elevator stopping, and he was the voice on the intercom. He was arrested, but this doesn't make me feel safe. Because of what happened, I can't enter an elevator again. I always take the stairs.